good, YouTube? How y'all doing? Got another article for you. Zero Hedge, dated today, July 7, 2020. China touts aircraft carrier killer missiles as U.S. supercarriers operate in South China Sea. Okay, so to bring you up to speed on the South China Sea and China and the U.S. and a bunch of ships, and you can see it's a big old ship. That's a big ship. It's an aircraft carrier. That's a U.S. aircraft carrier, Ronald Reagan to be exact. All right, so if you don't know what's going on with the South China Sea thing, China set up like man-made islands in this South China Sea trade route that's very popular. I think it's very popular in terms of like international shipping for like cargo and retail stuff. So basically China says, hey, we got land here, don't come in here, anyone ever, don't stop. And the US responds back saying, hey, we get that you have islands in that China Sea, but it wasn't there before you just made it. You can't do that. The water is everybody's. We're going through. So gave you some backdrop. So let's read on. I think you have enough to follow if you weren't familiar already. So China has slammed what it calls the U.S. states flexing its muscles in the South China Sea to try to provoke tensions and conflicts among countries of the region. The USS Ronald Reagan and the USS Nimitz. The Nimitz, I believe, are currently in the South China Sea. And those are two super carriers, which looks like the graphic you see down here. Okay, and that's as much as you really need to know in terms of context. Currently, there are United States super carriers, 2 of them, in the South China Sea, and China's been very explicit in saying we don't want those in there anymore. And I think I know, I'm just going to summarize for you. Down in the article, and you'll get a link in the description below, it states that China has seen the United States there, the United States has seen them, and China sends out, check this, a tweet from Global Times News quotes China. And China says, China has a wide selection of anti-aircraft carrier weapons like DF-21D and DF-26 aircraft carrier killer missiles. South China Sea is fully within grasp of the PLA, and U.S. aircraft carrier movements in the region is at the pleasure of the PLA analysts. So basically China is saying, hey, you guys got aircraft carriers in here, this is our sea, we said it's our sea, we told you get out and you're here, we got stuff that can knock you out, okay? If you guys are doing any kind of exercises, it's because we're letting you stay here. That's basically what China's saying. Then the Navy Chief of Information responded back, retweeted it, and had a response saying, and yet, there they are. 2 Navy aircraft carriers operating in the international waters of the South China Sea. USS Nimitz and the USS Ronald Reagan are not intimidated at our discretion. So this is big. This is huge. Those are fighting words if I ever heard some. Right? So basically you have China saying, get out, we'll knock you out. You're only here because we let you. And the USA, we're in your doorstep and this ain't your house. Do something about it. So that's crazy, and that happened today. We need to look some more at that. There's some saber rattling going on in politics, and I haven't checked the Dow Jones Industrial Average, but usually it goes down on news like this because this is not good. You got 2 superpowers, 2 world superpowers, nuclear capabilities, pretty much taunting each other. You want to see calmer heads prevail in situations like this, but that's not what we're seeing, right? We got Xi Jinping, who's the Chinese leader. I'm not going to say prime minister or president because I'm not sure of the term, but Xi Jinping and Donald Trump. Both of them are big on power. Both of them like to set an example, set the tone, set the stage, and they don't like to submit, either of them. And they're taunting each other with super carriers and really big missiles. You guys see those missiles? You see those? Those are big. Alright, not much more on this topic here. It's just that we gotta watch this. This is yet another one of the possible black swans that are looming in the economic future here. I don't know, between China, Iran, North Korea, um, and insert any of your other favorite countries in there. It's getting kind of ridiculous now. The geopolitical tensions and the muscle flexing going on. What we're really witnessing, I believe, is the end of an empire here. Right? If you notice, China continues to exert its opinion boldly and without, it looks like, without fear of recourse or being punished, because they're pretty much saying, "Hey, U.S., back up, get out of here. We run the block now." They weren't doing that 10 years ago or 20 years ago. Okay, that's very important to notice. China's been doing things economically. They've been stacking gold like it's going out of style. They're mining Bitcoin like it's going out of style. They've been like developing their military arsenal like crazy. They're developing the Bretton Woods Agreement, I guess trade route with Russia. That's where Russia provides oil and energy and other supplies and other countries to China. China facilitates that commerce and trade with its gold-backed, petrol-backed yuan that was released, I believe, in like 2016. And that's been gaining more and more market share in the energy purchases, energy market. Now watch, the next thing we're going to see is a country like Iran, North Korea, or somebody flip from purchasing somebody notable flipping from purchasing their oil from America to purchasing it from China using that petro yuan. So let's just keep it out. Quick article here, the links in the description below. Dub Digital coming at you with daily fire content on crypto, macro trends. I'm on this so you guys don't have to be. So give me a like, subscribe. Talk to you guys later. Peace.